What's up, guys? So, obviously, we all know it by now. Dillon Gabriel will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns this week in London against the Vikings. Now, I got two things to say. One, I absolutely love this move by the Browns. Listen, Joe Flacco, over 40, he's not gonna get any better. And he didn't look good all year. They are a bad team. They're 1-3. And I think they got very lucky on that one win against the Packers. As far as Dillon, listen, I got the privilege of seeing Dillon live. I went to the Senior Bowl. I was there all week. I worked the event for my YouTube channel. I was a credentialed media member, meaning I got to see all the practice stuff. I got to see the media event, how he handled the media. I got to see, obviously, the game. Dillon is a good quarterback. Dillon had a great week at that Senior Bowl. He had a great game at the Senior Bowl. Dillon's a great quarterback. He is. He's a good quarterback. Joe Flacco was over to the backup, and I know that's what everybody's going to want to talk about. I've already seen it. Shedeur should be starting. This isn't fair to Shedeur. Shut up. Shut up. Because I've watched every single one of Dillon's snaps from college and his preseason. I watched Sanders, college and preseason. The only reason Shedeur Sanders got the popularity he got is because of his last name. There is nothing about him on tape that screams, we have to play this kid. He's special. He's not special. Dillon is special. Dillon is a mobile, athletic quarterback. Sanders is not. Sanders wants to be a pocket passer. This is a dying breed in the NFL. The last true, pure pocket passer, I gotta say, was probably Flacco. He's benched now. Look, the Browns are looking to have a spark. And by the way, this idea that Kevin Stefanski is screwing Shedeur and would rather lose games than play Shedeur Sanders is complete BS. If Sanders was truly ready to play, if they truly felt he is ready to play, he would be playing. He's not ready. He's not. He was a 5th round draft pick. Dillon was a third. The money factor alone tells you Dillon was going to start before Shedeur. There's more money invested in Dillon. They paid him more because he's a 3rd round draft pick. Sanders, they took a flyer on in the 5th round, and hey, if it didn't work out, we can cut our losses later. Now, I'm not saying they drafted Dillon to be the future of the franchise, because I do think they drafted a quarterback in the 1st round of this year's draft. But we can't sit here and say that Kevin Stefanski doesn't want to start Shedeur Sanders because Kevin Stefanski would rather lose games than actually play the better quarterback. No, he's playing the better quarterback. Dillon is the better quarterback. Dillon is ready to play. Shedeur reminds me of AR. AR, when he came into the league, he needed to learn. He needed to develop, and he didn't do it. Sanders needs to learn. He needs to develop. And I know why everybody wants him to start. It's because his dad's Deion Sanders. It's because they think that he is going to go out there and be so great and so special like his dad was. He's not. Dillon Gabriel is the starter. Joe Flacco is the backup. If Shedeur was even ready to be a backup, he would be a backup. But clearly, something is going on in practice with Shedeur running scout team that they don't trust him enough to say, hey, we're going to make Dillon the starter and you'll be the 2nd string quarterback. This is a way for the Browns to spark their offense because they have a legit playoff contending defense. If their offense can just be functional. They don't even have to be great, just functional. Dillon gives them the best shot at being functional right now. It's the same thing with New York. New York went from Russell Wilson to Jackson Dart. They could have said, wait, you know what, Jackson, you're a rookie, you're young, let's go to Jameis Winston. They didn't. And it sparked them. They won a game. They beat the Chargers. I think Jackson Dart's going to be a great quarterback in this league. I think Dillon Gabriel has the potential to be a great quarterback in this league. But I do for sure believe that Dillon Gabriel will be good enough for the Browns to keep them afloat and win them games this year. That defense is elite. That defensive line is elite. It's the same situation in New York. If Dillon can come in and have a spark. Now look, if Dillon comes in and he struggles and it's bad, then I think you go to Sanders at some point. But I do think Dillon gets a longer leash because he's a rookie. I don't love that they're starting him on the road, neutral site, but still, away from home against a Vikings defense. But hey, this is the NFL. It doesn't matter where you play or when you play. Every team, every game is going to be a dogfight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok, and let me know what you think of Dillon, what you think of this decision, and if you think it should be Sanders. I personally don't. And somebody on Twitter pointed out the Rose Bowl that Dillon played against Ohio State. Yes, Dillon was bad in that game. But I don't think any quarterback was going to look good against Ohio State's defense in the playoffs. After that Michigan loss, that team completely flipped. That was a whole different defense. As somebody that saw him with my own eyes at the Senior Bowl, his work, the preparation, everything he put into it, I think this is the best decision for the Browns moving forward. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.